the sides anyway. I don't know if it's all the way across. But that thing sat on that, and it was heavy.
And the crystal candelabra on either side.
Yeah, those were gorgeous.
Now my mirror, I thought she was talking about that, is ceiling to floor, but I bought that at auction for $25.
You're kidding.
I told you that,
Now,
I've got to leave that when this house is sold because it's older.
when that Frank Ford's mother that was bidding against you.
Who said?
Frank Ford's mother. Miss Annie, what's her name, Miss Annie? Ford.
What about Franco?
She was bidding against you.
Oh, Franco's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for this house or for the mirror?
We were the last two people everybody had gone home. And I was sitting there for the mirror. And she
I wouldn't give up.
and Miss Annie had gobs of money and I didn't. But she got kind of sick and I kept going up $5, and finally the auctioneer said, ladies, you have old bed, let's start again. And I said, $25. And she said, and he said, sold.
How much had you gotten up to before he started you over?
I don't remember, something like 50 or more.
Hmm.
I was prepared to go 125
Hmm.
because it's old and it needs cleaning if you want to know the truth of it.
But it's
somebody's got to
downstairs?
get a ladder, and I would never let anybody else do it. I took Q-tips and it's ornate across the frame of the top, and it gets black.
Mhm.
And the sides have been rubbed down a little bit.
Where is it? Downstairs to the...
Old anyway.
Hmm?
It makes it look like, the antique.
Well, yeah, but it's too dirty.
It's what?
Too dirty.
Oh, yeah.
That
I
top
got the
one.
little pieces.
Because I never get on the ladder.
I'll go peek at it. And then I'll take this down there and shoot
Enough
it.
said. Watch that, you don't trip over. You better take some of this stuff while you're going. You can't take it all one time.
No, you're right. But I'm just going to go peek at the mirror. Is it outside?
Oh, look,
No.
when you go into the living room, the big living room, on the, right behind the door, the light switch. And it turns on the lamp.
That's the door at the
But
bottom
there's
of
one
the
lamp
stairs.
that is unhooked, so.
Yeah, you don't. Well,
Is
you
that
have to
below
go
us
through.
or below your
You
bed?
have to go through the dam, don't you?
Mm-mm.
But there's door right behind that, I forgot.
Go right straight from the front door into the, where the sofa is, you can see that. Jane, turn on that chandelier down, that switch on the wall right there. Not that, Jane,
Oh,
that does the, there you are.
oh, she's just having the best time. She's loving every minute of
But
it.
I don't want all this stuff that we said, do you?
No, but you see, she doesn't mind doing this because she's so interested in this work. She's
I know, but we're talking about our behinds. The damn thing's still on.
Oh, you mean her taping us?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were pointing to that tripod.
And it's still on. The red light's on.
Well, now, she knows we talked about it.
Re-
We'll have to mumble.
Mm.
I'll do that anyway, I'm afraid.
No, but you talk with your hand up here.
You know what? That, when you do that and said that, Mother did that. She kept her hand up here a lot. And I find I sleep. I wake up and find I've got this hand up here like this, and I thought, why am I doing that? And it must have been, I have it from maybe watching Mother.
That's what they call body language.
What?
Body
That
language.
language. Oh, yeah.
And that means something. And other things you like this mean something.
Yeah.
And haven't you seen people do this when they're upset?
I think I have, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I never thought about that.
Oh, I've been a
Reading up.
student of watching those kind of things since I found out that they do express something even though it's hidden.
Mhm.
That's your thoughts.
I know somebody that does that a lot, and I thought, why did they do that? I didn't know I was
You're
doing
doing
it.
it again?
I say I didn't know I was doing it, and I'm trying to think who that was. Then I thought, I wonder why they do that. I didn't know I was the one I was thinking about.
Now, what's the, that is incredible.
It's what?
That mirror is just incredible.
Incredible.
I'm amazed. That is really wild.
Beautiful.
It used to
But
be.
everything down there is a substitute. Those are not the same draperies that I had when I moved in here. The sofa's been redone, cheaper fabric. Those velvet chairs
But that's still
were
gorgeous.
not that color. I got a real scream on that one. Because I picked out that color. See the brown in that?
Mm-hmm.
And they came out nigger pink. Now they faded a little bit.
Oh, no.
But that old cheap, these old cheap things, you know, that I bought just for the
chairs?
night nurses to sleep in. These are not cheap. These are, I bought these from
What'd you
just
do with
King
the others?
Street Singer.
What'd you do with your others?
Huh?
What did you do with your others? Didn't you?
Oh, they're still in the living room
Oh, I see.
where they belong. But they were originally a beautiful celadon green damask. They were gorgeous. And the sofa was a linen that, I've forgotten what the print was on it.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. If I do say it was, all came from Marguerite
From Marguerite?
Bulk.
Oh, is that right? That's right, I remember.
She
her.
helped me. I picked out what I wanted, and then she told me if I could afford it.
Oh.
And all the stuff around my bed and those corners.
Mhm.
That's the original. Now, the drapery she did for that room rotted. I had to throw those
Where did you get this gift?
on trad.
Is that what it was? Behind, when you said, and she had the shop around behind.
Well, I should have said alongside of.
Oh, I see.
That was what she called the budget shop.
Oh, yeah.
So the shop was on, at what address on Church Street?
It's right there in the corner.
The what's on?
The shop you
She
used
wants
to?
to know where the shop is.
What was the address? Do you remember?
82 Church.
82.
And that's what it goes by now. It's a
Really?
children's shop.
Oh. is
Now, that was not my shop. That was, I worked for Elizabeth Chisholm there.
it? Mm-hmm.
My shop was at the Fort Sumter Hotel, and it's all cut up
okay.
into apartments and nothing there. That was on, right down here, South Battery and King.
Mm-hmm.
But she set all that up, you know, and I went to work for her, and then I bought it from her.
No,
She got married and moved to Tucson. I can't stand that smell.
yeah, it's going all through the house, hasn't
You smell
it? Mm-hmm.
it? Down, it didn't smell like it was in the house, downstairs, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The wind is probably blowing in the direction from where somebody's got on
Yeah,
something
and
fire.
there's somebody else in the neighborhood on cool nights will burn what the boys used to call greenwood,
Oh my gosh.
and it smells rotten.
It gets in the house and stays there. You feel like it gets in the
Well,
walls.
the house was closed up then,
Mhm.
but you could still smell it on there.
You don't want them to sell this house, do you?
Don't want
You don't want somebody to sell this house, do you? You don't expect that somebody's going to sell it sometime soon.
I don't hear what you're saying.
You don't want this house to be sold, do you?
Oh, yeah. Neither one of the boys, they have their own homes. So.
You just want them to sell
And
it?
not in my lifetime, I hope.
She wants to buy it.
Yeah.
And
You can't
see
sell it.
the
You gotta
boys.
find some family somewhere that wants it to buy it,
Well,
at least.
Jimmy thought he wanted it, but then Miss Betty stuck her mouth in it. She doesn't like my kitchen arrangement.
She can redo the kitchen arrangement. Look at the location.
Well, she
I
said
don't
that she's
understand.
already got one right up the street.
Oh,
she
they're
goes up
here.
there.
Oh, okay.
And
I was
she
thinking they
had,
were the
when she
ones
did it over, she had the kitchen fixed like she wanted. She said she's cooking eggs, everybody else is someplace else. And this way, she had like her little den
Oh,
is
yeah.
opened into the kitchen. And it's the same way at Rockville, where she's in the conversation while she's
Mhm.
cooking. And she thought about going back there and putting the kitchen on the back. But I wanted the back to be a terrace where we could sit out there and not go through a kitchen.
Yeah.
That's lower than usual. He threw upside down. And the footrest up. Big ball for me. And threw his first goal. And when he got there, all the corn and fly the front and everything. Because he makes us more entertaining. But I can't.
The famous $25 mirror. A lot of wasted footage. The drapes that are secondary. Not what you wanted. One of the coolest ottomans I've ever seen. That would be the moon. The backyard. Oops. This is not a mirror image. This is some kind of butler's pantry. Oh my gosh.
But she didn't stay there too long. She said, she went back to Chapel Hill. And she said, I really miss those homes.
Okay.
They were just wonderful houses, you know, we loved them. Well, I could not
What's
think of
first?
the woman came
Yeah.
out trying to hide on more and more than she had to give me.
Don't want to try one,
And
it's
then
hard.
they won't pay anymore.
Yeah.
So
I
she
try to throw
but she was back
Shrek.
in Chapel Hill, and she said, I miss the horses, but I don't miss the horses. So right now, she just has her one horse.
That's
because
not
she
one.
had to get these hands fitted out.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
But she's bright and cheerful and always with a smile on her
Uh-huh.
face, so that's a help. Because if it's,
Yes.
she's into everything. It's a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
This is a pretty girl, really. And there's a guy that helped her move from Florida when she was down there, you know, when she left that boy she married a year later.
That's
and
not
running
good.
down the road.
Really?
And
You're
it's-
right here.
You didn't know that?
Maybe we can go in Charlestown around.
I guess they thought she
Yeah.
was one of them too, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, she, went into that,
Let's see.
what's the bookstore? Oh, you know.
A mall bookstore.
No,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
B.
it.
Dalton.
B.
B. Dalton. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And she was running that school.
Yeah, yeah, now that I
And
remember.
so when she decided to leave and go up to Chapel Hill, where she was, we moved her to Missouri. We went
Mom,
back
did
to
this
Missouri. And now, where did they say Sam was coming?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
coming for Easter. She was. And he called Peyton Carroll and said, can I come too? I mean, he's come a lot, you know,
Uh-huh.
just like family
Yeah.
being there. I met him when I was up there one time,
Uh-huh.
kid on. So I felt like it's a shame he's related. Maybe that's why I
Yeah.
didn't want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he said it's not a romantic relationship. It's
Uh-huh.
just like a brother to him.
Yeah.
And she's such a small person. He's not a big person himself.
Uh-huh.
But I mean,
How tall is she?
can do- But my son
Guys?
and
I'm
all
not
that
sure.
was after that. But anyway, they had bought property in the building on that
Stop.
city. And so her work is in that little town, and so she was nearer to that than she is now.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how to do foxes?
So she still works with,
Look at that.
I think it's the government.
Do a little square.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
And then like a bee outside.
Yeah.
Department of Health and Social
I think
Services.
so.
Yeah, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And he works
There's
with
this
the
little line in there.
Oh, okay.
No.
And so,
What's the color in that?
this was up, this
Well, you can
one
color
they
it.
built for all of them.
How old is she now?
So that was just 2 years ago when she came down here. I guess she's John's age, a little older,
Uh-huh.
maybe a little bit older than that. I didn't think about it.
There?
Then,
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to keep up with all of that.
Yeah, but she's
Now do his
smart child
ears and
and Kathy was
then
a
do a little
brilliant child.
Yeah,
Thing.
uh-huh, yeah.
like
This one
this.
is too.
Yes.
But, and she catches on, and she's been riding a full-size bicycle
Then
for 2
what
3
was
years.
that?
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
and that kind of thing.
Mom, what'd
Yeah.
you do?
Ears are.
So I think she's got, I said, well, maybe she's got a little more height than the rest of his haters.
Yeah. I don't know where John got all of his from. Where'd you get it, John?
That's his name.
He had his talent.
Just, no, all of his height he has. He's tall for his age. We're not really
Yes, he
used to
is.
that.
He's a real one, yeah. No, not really.
So Stephen's not
Didn't
though.
come from the
Stephen's more
hayside,
the
I'll tell you.
usual.
That's always one.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, I think so. He's 6 feet or more, isn't he?
No, he's not quite.
He's not
that
quite
tall.
that tall.
I think he's probably about 5'10", 11.
Uh-huh.
But they're enjoying their place over there. You went over to their house, didn't you?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Uh-huh.
Okay, now color in
Yeah.
that.
That's a big yard,
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
but he keeps
the
it.
whole rest
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, we
body.
played basketball there, didn't we, John?
Yeah.
How you want to.
Of course, being that close to
Red.
the golf course, he
Mm-hmm.
resigned, you know, over there from the country club,
Yeah.
which he had worked so hard, then had to remodel and everything after Hugo.
Right.
And he
Because
went back to
the rest of
remodel.
his body.
He said he wanted to get over here where he didn't have to cross that darn bridge every time he go
Yes.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So he really is enjoying gets to play golf almost every day.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So he told me yesterday, he said, I got to go back, I got to work on my yard, it's going fast now.
Uh-huh.
But he enjoys it, and he never used to, you know, never did look
Hmm.
that until he lived in that place in that first place.
Yeah.
But that was small. But he just wasn't interested in that. But you know, it's different when you own a home and
Uh-huh.
it's a pretty, you went over it, didn't you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's a pretty landscaping like that. But it keeps him busy.
Yeah, it is. It's a very nice yard. In fact, well, you know, Fran was here last time
That's
we
right.
came, yeah, so we
Mhm.
saw her for a little while.
Yeah. Her little boy has not changed and looks one
Now
step. He looks exactly the same. Every year is you wouldn't think that he's going anywhere. Because it looks the same. It's the
Uh-huh.
same expression. You think you're looking at
Oops,
the
I
same picture.
did
Huh.
red ears.
They keep them, like Francis keep them, and keep them, John keep them. When others want to go skiing and all that.
Uh-huh.
I want, I like
John
so
and Teresa.
Yeah.
Oh,
they go up
yes,
there too.
this.
They went together.
That's not
Fran and
scary.
John
because I like that kind of
together this
fish.
year. So Francis had.
In Greenville back a couple of months ago.
Oh, they-
Yeah.
You know, do
Mhm.
little
She
spikes.
said she was gonna do that.
Yeah, they have some friends who live on the east side of town.
That's his son.
And huh?
That's his son.
His
That's
son
her
lives on.
son.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
his-
that's right. It was. Yeah, I remember she said they had friends too. But you're right. It was his son. His son lives on.
So, I thought if I had to sit down and write a letter like that, I think I'd run away. I pick up the phone instead. I don't like to.
Yeah. Well, she's
Can
pretty
you
good at it.
draw the
She
rest?
really is.
Uh,
And she writes small, and so she gets it
Yeah.
all in this
Can you
writing.
erase
And
them?
space left between her on every side.
No color those blue.
And she wants me to call this girl here on Thursday, and I keep forgetting. And every time she calls me, she says, "You haven't called Isabel yet." I said, "No, I just forget about it." But she said, "You're gonna love her," and she is married to one of them. I don't know if you remember Dennis Roberts.
I know. I can.
So you wouldn't remember that because that was their original first husband.
well, the name's very familiar.
Yeah, but
yeah.
anyway,
Look,
his
it's going
grandmother
off.
was down there, sister.
Uh-huh.
No,
Let's try to modify.
and
Oh, that's great.
this girl is married.
Wow.
to his brother,
Cool.
Uh-huh.
one of his brothers.
You've been working.
I didn't do mine.
But I just, I don't know, forget about it.
I'm not finished with the bottom part.
That's cool.
But she's always doing things like that for other people, and helping them.
Mhm.
And,
You coloring them in now, Stephen?
Missing on our color.
Huh? Oh, you
Colin.
colored them in?
No, he called me.
Okay. That looks complicated, John.
This time
Is
I
it?
want to do a
Is
fox.
it complicated?
Okay, let's see. Another one. Okay. And try again.
I mean, now a dragon.
I think Stephen encourages him. Stephen
Spitting
says, "Would you
fire.
draw me?"
oh, no,
Dragon spitting fire.
he,
that's cute.
he wants to commission all the artists in the world to do pictures for him.
I mean, he wants a picture of him. What he
No,
wants, or he
just
wants to tell
anything,
me
right? He
something
likes
for
people to
him.
draw things
That's
for
what I
him,
thought.
and then he does the same thing.
Well, it's nice that John likes to do that for him.
I'm gonna start another one.
You see what he's drawing
Mm-hmm.
there?
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
Yeah, what you looking for? Yeah, it divides it up for you, doesn't it?
That's how you start at the very bottom.
Yeah,
I
cannons,
can do the spikes.
cannons.
Well, let me get his hands on, let me get his back.
Nuts, I can't do
I think you have to add those on.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
right. Those on top of that.
Can do the little holes. What's the first step? And then go.
Right there.
Is he in
Start doing
second
it.
grade at school?
He's in first grade.
Is he?
Yeah.
'Cause he knows too much first grade. You know, you-
Well, I'll tell you, they have them
I don't wanna
pick out
do
these little
spikes,
books
can't.
to read and take home. They don't do the readers like they did with us, where they have just one or two word sentence, 2-word sentences, and just one or two new words per sentence. They have them just read simple books that people just wrote to be read, and so occasionally they'll have pretty difficult words in them to look at, They just have to figure them out and sound
Oh,
them out.
they do?
Yeah, and so they're actually reading things that have a plot to them rather than just things that are not very interesting to look at.
So you're really getting an education
Yeah,
and just with one story.
Well, some of the books are sort of children's classics. I mean, they're not difficult to read, but they're things that have been around for a long time. The stories have. I recognize some of them, but
I said that's what I feel that I missed in my life. That, see, Sue stayed with my grandmother in town when my dad was working at that phosphate mine.
What?
I don't-
It shouldn't have dropped that. See?
So she
Don't have pen right.
Sue read all the classics.
Yeah.
And all that.
Okay.
And all that, and I said,
That's
you know,
much better.
I never read those things because they were boring to me. I didn't like them.
yeah.
And now I realize what I was missing, but I don't feel like.
I already see
Yeah.
one.
I don't like to sit still. I would rather, I used to say, when I lived in Charleston, after we moved up there, let me scrub the kitchen floor, but don't make me leave. I don't wanna sit still.
Yeah.
I would rather be moving.
Let's go get him.
They do. They teach them a lot now because I'm pretty sure I was probably in second grade before I could really read
Well,
anything.
you know, we
There.
never realized children's brains were smarter than, I guess, we just didn't give them the opportunity.
No, because it was
Yeah. Well,
bad.
I think they did things a little differently in that now a lot of kids start first grade later. They have K-6 and they hold people back in kindergarten more often than they used to. So the children are a little bit older now who are starting first grade. And I think that's one reason why they can teach them more is because the children like John is, John's probably midway or even toward the youngest in his class and he has an April birthday.
Is that right?
Yeah. And that's pretty
You
typical.
have a birthday this month? You didn't tell me that. What day is it? 24th.
24th. And Stephen's birthday's in September, so he'll be almost 7 when he starts first grade because he is a few weeks beyond the cutoff.
There.
So he's not even being held back, but yet he'll be almost 7 when he starts school.
I wanna do it. It won't be on the 7th start
He
going.
will.
I'll be 6.
Right, he'll be 6, and then in a month or so he'll be 7.
So you're gonna be 7 real fast, aren't you?
No, you will be 9 when he turns 7, right?
So will not.
Yes, he will.
He doesn't want him to be that big.
Poor Stephen, he can never get ahead. You want to be older one day, Stephen? Huh? You want to be older one day?
John one day.
You know what? Mom is the youngest of 4 children.
Stephen, you know what?
I think it's a good place to be.
Stephen, you know what? Stephen,
He's reading about his place in life.
yeah. Stephen, you know what? Tell him how old you are now. Not gonna say.
What do you want to draw next? There's something to get upset about, okay?
Get the toys out and get the toys and play with you until we ate supper, which is like a couple of hours.
And you were 14 or 15?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Well, bless your heart. I can't.